entered our country, and thousands more lives will be lost if we don't act right now.
U.S. President Donald Trump made his case for what he calls a crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border, a problem he said requires a wall to fix.
This barrier is absolutely critical to border security. This is just common sense.
But is it a crisis? Reuters correspondent Micah Rosenberg covers immigration.
The president is talking about an unprecedented crisis at the border, and if you really look back, the illegal apprehensions at the border are now half of what they were even as recently as 2006. All through the 1980s and 1990s, there were more than 1 million people apprehended at the border crossing every year. That number has sort of steadily declined, and in the last fiscal year, there was about 400,000 illegal crossings. What has changed is the type of people that are coming across. In recent years, there's been a big increase in the number of unaccompanied minors who are coming across alone and families traveling with small children. But they're usually turning themselves in to border agents and asking for asylum.
They're using the children as a ticket to getting into the country, and we have to remember that.
This, under our law, under U.S. law, is a legal process. You can claim asylum, and that can take months or years. So even if they cross the border illegally, it's much different than single men in the past who have tried to sneak across and just disappear into the United States.
U.S. government data show that there are hundreds of thousands of illegal residents living in the country, but they aren't sneaking across from Mexico.
The majority of people living illegally in the United States now are people who came with legal visas and just overstayed. The DHS has a report from 2017 that says there's about 700,000 illegal overstays in the fiscal year 2017. That's compared to the some 400,000 apprehensions along the U.S. border of people trying to cross illegally. So the vast majority of people are coming through the legal system. The Trump administration has said that it wants to crack down on that. Every administration has said that it has. It's a very complicated process that involves trying to figure out when people are leaving and tracking their exits as well as their entries. It's a problem that hasn't been solved yet, but it definitely won't be solved with a border wall.
Trump made his promise for a wall a signature campaign issue in his 2016 White House run. He said Mexico would pay for it, although Mexico was always clear it would not. Trump now forced to find other ways of coming up with the money.